Hey, everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Have you been wondering if the Mac Mini M4 is worth it for video editing, especially when it comes to running Final Cut Pro in 2024? Well, today we're going to take a deep dive and put this little powerhouse to the test. With its M4 chip, can it really handle the demanding world of video editing? We'll be testing everything from 4K footage to color grading, and comparing how it stacks up against the MacBook Pro M4 Pro, and even some Windows PCs. If you've been considering the Mac Mini M4 for video editing, this review is something you don't want to miss. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, if you like tech reviews that cut to the chase, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out, and we'd love to have you join the community. So, let's talk about what the Mac Mini M4 brings to the table. First up, it's powered by Apple's new M4 chip, which is part of the same family of chips that we've seen in the MacBook Pro M4 Pro and the MacBook Air M4. But unlike the MacBook, the Mac Mini M4 is a desktop, and that means it's a little more powerful, thanks to its cooling system. The M4 chip itself is what's going to give it that extra edge when it comes to video editing tasks. It has up to a 10-core CPU and a 16-core GPU, which should give you tons of power when dealing with things like color grading or working with 4K footage. And it's not just about the chip. You also get up to 64 gigabytes of unified memory. This is especially important when you're working with complex video files or want to jump between multiple editing apps. The memory is shared between the CPU and GPU, so you don't have to worry about data bottlenecks, which can really slow things down in other systems. For a video editor, this is a game changer because the more memory you have, the smoother your editing experience will be, particularly with high-res footage. And with Thunderbolt 4 ports, you're able to transfer files between external drives or monitors at incredible speeds. That means less waiting and more time editing. Now, I know a lot of you are probably asking, how does this hold up when editing 4K video? Well, here's where it gets exciting. The Mac Mini M4 absolutely shines in this area. In my tests, even when dealing with multiple layers of 4K video, I didn't see any noticeable lag or stuttering. Whether I was scrubbing through footage or applying complex color grading, everything was fluid. It really feels like the M4 chip was made for video editors, and it makes a huge difference. And when it comes to rendering or exporting footage, this thing is fast. Compared to the older Intel-based Mac Minis, the M4 is way quicker. And if we're comparing it to the MacBook Air M4, the Mac Mini M4 is noticeably faster in both processing and graphic rendering. Let me know how you feel about all the details we've shared so far. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It takes just a second, and we really appreciate it. Alright, let's talk about the pros and cons of the Mac Mini M4. First, the pros. One of the biggest things I love about this machine is its performance. Whether you're working on Final Cut Pro or DaVinci Resolve, this machine can handle all the heavy lifting. It has more than enough power to keep up with 4K video editing, multi-camera workflows, and even some light motion graphics work. Another huge plus is its compact design. If you're someone who works in a smaller space or just prefers a minimal desk setup, the Mac Mini M4 won't take up much room, and it still packs a serious punch. Plus, the Thunderbolt 4 ports are amazing for transferring large video files quickly. Now, of course, there are a few cons to consider. The biggest drawback for some people is the lack of upgradability. You can't swap out the RAM or storage down the line, so whatever configuration you pick, you're stuck with it. If you're the type of person who likes to upgrade your system every few years, this might be a deal breaker. Another downside is that the Mac Mini M4 doesn't come with a built-in screen. So, if you don't already have a monitor, you'll need to budget for that as well. While some might see this as a negative, I actually appreciate the flexibility. You can pair it with the screen of your choice, but it does add an extra cost if you don't have one. When comparing it to other products on the market, the Mac Mini M4 is really something special. For instance, if you're looking at the MacBook Pro M4 Pro, that's a more powerful machine but also much pricier. The MacBook Pro has a built-in screen and is more portable, but it's not nearly as affordable as the Mac Mini M4. For people who already have a monitor they love, the Mac Mini M4 is definitely the more budget-friendly option, while still delivering excellent performance. On the Windows side, you might be eyeing a machine like the Dell XPS 15. It's a solid laptop with good performance, but it doesn't have the optimized software ecosystem like macOS does. Plus, the Mac Mini M4 stays significantly cooler and quieter under load compared to the Dell XPS 15, which tends to run hot and loud during heavy tasks. And when it comes to software like Final Cut Pro, the Mac Mini M4 has a huge edge, since Final Cut Pro is only available on macOS. If you're looking for the ultimate video editing experience, Apple really has the software optimization nailed down. So, who's the Mac Mini M4 best for? If you're a video editor who wants a powerful, budget-friendly desktop that can easily handle 4K footage, color grading, and multi-layer edits, this machine is perfect for you. It's also ideal for anyone who doesn't need the portability of a laptop and prefers a desktop setup that doesn't take up too much space. However, if you're someone who plans on doing 8K video editing or working with extremely complex motion graphics, you might want to look at the MacBook Pro M4 Pro or the Mac Pro for that extra power. But for most editors, the Mac Mini M4 is more than capable. If this review has helped you decide if the Mac Mini M4 is right for you, give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We've got more content like this coming your way, and you don't want to miss out. To wrap things up, the Mac Mini M4 is an impressive machine for video editing in 2024. It offers great performance, a compact design, and a very reasonable price, especially when you compare it to other Mac options. Whether you're working with 4K video, doing some light motion graphics, or just need a solid machine for Final Cut Pro, the Mac Mini M4 should definitely be on your radar. If you liked this review, make sure you subscribe and leave a comment below letting me know what you think of the Mac Mini M4. Have you used it for video editing yet? What's been your